Dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Pawan Jagannath Tambre, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. Now we will start with the new chapter, that is elimination reactions. And in this video, we will see introduction to elimination reaction. So first of all, we will see what is the meaning of elimination reaction. In elimination reaction, there is a removal of atom or group of atom from the molecule, which results in formation of multiple bond or sometimes results in construction of ring like structure. Such reactions are known as elimination reaction. In order to understand this, look at these examples. If you look at this molecule, you will find that in this molecule, when this molecule is subjected for elimination type of reaction, then this hydrogen and this X, they are removed from the molecule and there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. In the same way, if you look at the second example, here also this hydrogen and X are removed from this alkene molecule and it results in construction of new carbon-carbon double bond. So we will get alkyne, that is carbon-carbon triple bond, as a product in this reaction. So such reactions in which there is a removal of atom or group of atom from the molecule which results in formation of multiple bond is known as elimination reaction. There are two different types of elimination reaction in general. In that, first is 1,1 elimination, or more commonly called as alpha elimination reaction. In case of 1,1 elimination or alpha elimination, as the name suggests, from same atom, the atom or group of atom are eliminated or removed. For example, if you look at this reaction, in this reaction, when this chloroform is allowed to react with base, there is a formation of this carbene as a intermediate. Such reaction is called as alpha elimination reaction. Now, why it is called as alpha or 1,1 elimination? In order to understand that, look at this reaction very carefully. Here, this hydrogen is removed from carbon and afterwards chlorine is also removed from same carbon atom. So, from same atom, the two atoms or group of atoms are removed and thus it is called as 1,1 elimination or alpha elimination reaction. The second type is 1,2 elimination or beta elimination reaction. In 1,2 elimination reaction, the atom or group of atom are removed from neighboring carbon atoms. Such reaction is called as 1,2 or beta elimination reaction. For example, look at this molecule. In this molecule, when this molecule is reacted with some base or heated, then this hydrogen and Br are eliminated, are removed, and we will get alkene as a product. So this is say alpha carbon atom and this is beta carbon atom. So one atom or group is removed from alpha carbon atom and other atom or group is removed from beta carbon atom, and thus such reactions are called as 1,2 elimination, or they are more commonly called as beta elimination reaction. In this chapter, our focus will be on beta elimination reaction, where after elimination there is a formation of multiple bond, that is carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bonds. Now we will see certain examples of these 1,2 elimination or beta elimination reaction. In general, we can encounter some reaction which are either base catalyzed. For base catalyzed elimination reaction, this is one of the example. In this case, there is a dehydrohalogenation. Here, dehydrobromination will occur, that is HBr is removed from the molecule. So when this alkyl halide is allowed to react with base, then this hydrogen from one carbon atom and Br from another carbon atom, they left the molecule, they get eliminated and there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. This reaction is carried out with the help of base. So we can encounter a base catalyze beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reaction. In the same way, acid can also do the same job, and we can encounter acid catalyze elimination reaction. This is an example for acid catalyze elimination reaction. This is a classical dehydration reaction where water molecule is removed from the substrate and we will get alkene as a product. So when this alcohol is allowed to react with some mineral acid, then it undergoes dehydration, that is removal of water. This hydrogen from one carbon atom and OH from other carbon atom are eliminated and there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. Such reaction is called as dehydration reaction, which is normally carried out with the help of acid as a catalyst. And the next example in beta elimination is degradation of quaternary ammonium salt. Now this is a quaternary ammonium salt. When this quaternary ammonium salt is heated, then there is a removal of this amine part and this hydrogen, and there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. In this case, this quaternary ammonium salt portion is acting as a leaving group. Along with this hydrogen is left from this molecule and there is a formation of carbon-carbon multiple bond or carbon-carbon double bond. So these are some basic examples of beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reaction. Now we will see the key pattern which we can observe in elimination reaction. Dear friends, in last module we saw nucleophilic substitution at aliphatic carbon atom. In that there are two different types of substitution reactions, SN1 and SN2. This is one example of SN1 reaction where this tertiary alkyl halide is allowed to react with the weak nucleophile, that is water, which results in formation of alcohol as a product. When this type of SN1 reaction occurs, then along with nucleophilic substitution product, in some amount we will get this alkene as a product, which is nothing but a product of elimination reaction. In the same way, this is an example for SN2 reaction where this secondary alkyl halide is allowed to react with strong base like NaOH and we will get this cyclohexanol as a substitution product. In this reaction as well, this substitution product is accompanied by some alkene as a byproduct or side product. So this is again a elimination product which we can observe in substitution type of reaction. So if you look at these reactions from elimination reaction point of view, then when this tertiary alkyl halide is allowed to react with base, then we can get alkene as a product. This is elimination reaction. And same when this alkyl halide is allowed to react with base or heated slightly, then this alkyl halide get converted into alkene. So this is again an elimination reaction. So substitution reaction and elimination reactions goes hands on hand, and in case of substitution reaction we can see some amount of elimination product and vice versa, but that can be minimized by optimizing the proper conditions. So now we will see which bond break and which bond form during the course of elimination reactions. For that, again consider the elimination reaction where this tertiary alkyl halide gives alkene as a product or this secondary alkyl halide gives this alkene as a product. If you look at these reactions carefully, you will find that in the first reaction this carbon chlorine bond breaks and at the same the carbon hydrogen bond on next carbon atom also breaks and there is a formation of carbon carbon double bond. Same thing happens in this secondary alkyl halide and we will get alkene. So in elimination reaction, the carbon leaving group, in this case carbon chlorine bond breaks and carbon hydrogen bond breaks in both the cases, and there is a formation of new bond between carbon and carbon, which is nothing but a pi bond. So in elimination reaction, two bonds break and there is a formation of one new bond in a structure or in a molecule. So elimination reaction, a carbon-carbon pi bond forms and carbon hydrogen and carbon leaving group bond break. Now this is need to be remembered. Elimination reactions are favored by heat, because we know that elimination reaction and substitution reactions can happen under similar set of condition, but when we heat the reaction, then elimination reaction is favored over substitution reaction. Look at this example. This is our substrate. When this substrate is allowed to react with base or nucleophile, we can anticipate these two different types of product. This is a substitution product where leaving group is replaced by nucleophile, and if you look at this is a elimination product where there is a formation of carbon-carbon double bond. In this reaction, this Lg is leaving group and this B is nothing but nucleophile or base. In case of nucleophilic substitution reaction, B is acting as a nucleophile, and in case of elimination reaction, it is acting as a base. So substitution and elimination reaction can compete each other, but we need to remember that at lower temperature substitution product is favored and at higher temperature elimination product is favored. So this is how we can find out whether the reaction is going to give substitution product or elimination product as a major product. Now we will see one of the very famous rule, that is Zaitsev rule for elimination reaction. In order to understand this rule, look at this reaction. In this reaction, when this alkyl halide is allowed to react with some strong base like ethoxide ion, we can get these two different types of alkene as a product. Now why we can get these two different types of product? Because if you look at this substrate carefully, you will find that this leaving group is having two beta hydrogen atoms. So during the course of elimination reaction, along with this leaving group, either this hydrogen can left the molecule or this hydrogen can left the molecule, and we can get either this compound as a product or this compound as a product. So in this case, two different elimination products are possible. So in a condition when alkyl halides have two or more than two beta carbon atoms which possesses beta hydrogens, then in such cases more than one alkene product may form. Now which product will be predominant, that is determined by Zaitsev rule. In such cases, according to Zaitsev rule, the major product is the more stable product, that is the one with the more substituted double bond. This rule is called as Zaitsev rule. For example, in this case, these two products are anticipated. This is alkene and this is also alkene. But if you look at these two products, this is more substituted alkene. There are three alkyl group present across carbon-carbon double bond, and this is less substituted alkene. In this case, only two alkyl groups are across carbon-carbon double bond. So in this case, this compound is obtained as a major product and this is obtained as a minor product. This rule is called as Zaitsev rule. So according to Zaitsev, more substituted alkenes are more stable, and during elimination reaction, if there is a chance of formation of more than one alkene as a product, then more substituted alkenes are always a predominant products, that is they are in major quantity. Now we will see one example for Zaitsev rule. So look at this molecule. This is alkyl halide. When this alkyl halide is allowed to react with some base, it undergoes elimination type of reaction, and we can get these two different products. During elimination reaction, this iodine and hydrogen atom on next carbon, that is beta carbon, can left the molecule and we will get this alkene as a product, or along with this iodine, hydrogen from this carbon may left and we will get this type of alkene as a product. So out of these two products, this is major product because it is more substituted, and this is minor product as it is less substituted. This is according to Z-Sev. In the same way, if you look at this reaction, this is again an alkyl halide which is allowed to react with base. Then along with bromine, there are two possibilities for removal of HBr molecule. Along with this leaving group, either hydrogen from this carbon or hydrogen from this beta carbon can left, and we can get this alkene as a product or this as a product. So out of these two possibilities, this is the major product because this is more substituted alkene, and this is minor product as it is less substituted alkene. This is the alkene which is having 3 alkyl group across carbon-carbon double bond, and in this alkene there are just 2 alkyl group across this carbon-carbon double bond. So this is major product and this is minor product according to Z-Sev. So according to Z-Sev, more substituted alkenes are more stable and thus they are predominant product in beta elimination reactions. Now how to identify whether the alkene is more substituted or less substituted? For that, look at this graphic. In this case, this is a carbon-carbon double bond and consider these pink balls as substituents. So on this carbon-carbon double bond, you can see 4 this pink ball which are 4 substituent. So such alkene is called as tetra-substituted alkene. If you look at this, then across this carbon-carbon double bond, you can see these 3 substituents and fourth one is hydrogen. So this is tri-substituted alkene. Here we can have only 2 substituents and there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So this is di-substituted. This di-substituted may be cis or trans, that we will see in next lectures. And last but not the least is this alkene. In this case, only one substituent is present across carbon-carbon multiple bond. So this is mono-substituted alkene. So in this way, during elimination reaction, we can get different types of product. It may be mono-substituted, it may be di-substituted, it may be tri-substituted, or it may be tetra-substituted. The reactions in which there is a possibility of formation of more than one product, remember, in such cases, more substituted alkene is always a predominant product, that is major product, which is according to Z-Sev rule. So I hope in this video lecture you understand the introductory part of elimination reaction. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thanks a lot.